Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Devin Brown. Devin Brown sent me this crazy story that's coming out of Nutty New York. What happened is that this nutty self-entitled gangbanger named Corey Dunton, he's 16 years old. This kid was at the Bryant Park ice skating park. And basically what happened is that everybody's out there ice skating, having a good time. And he notices a 20-year-old man with a really huge jacket. They call it the Biggie Jacket. So the dude is wearing the Biggie Jacket. Corey goes up to him and basically tells him, you know what I'm saying, yo, give me your jacket. And the dude is like, no, you're not getting my jacket. He skates off. So he gets so pissed out that the dude won't give him his jacket that he paid for, that he goes back, he goes and gets a gun, and he just starts shooting wildly. Not only did he shoot that man, he also paralyzed a 14-year-old boy named Adonis Mera. This whole story is just sad. The whole situation was not needed. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news clip, and I will come back with the rest of my comments.
Big story, a teenager now charged for that shooting in Bryant Park. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Torres.
And I'm Sandra Bookman. Just a short time ago, police charged 16-year-old Corey Dunton with attempted murder for opening fire on the ice rink at Bryant Park.
Sources say it all started with a fight over a coat and ended with 2 people shot, including a 14-year-old boy whose family fears he might never walk again. Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang is at the Midtown South precinct with the latest developments. Lucy.
Well, that's right. We're outside the Midtown South precinct where we are waiting for police to walk a 16-year-old boy from the Bronx who has now been charged with attempted murder, assault, and other charges. Police believe Corey Dunton opened fire at a popular ice skating rink last night, injuring 2 men and wreaking havoc because he wanted a coat. The innocent victim still had his skates on when he was rushed to the hospital. His family fears that might be the last time 14-year-old Adonis Mera takes to the ice after the fun-loving teen was shot in the back.
I was just shocked, why him out of everybody, because he's a good kid. He's a great kid, and he doesn't get into any of that type of violence.
Mera, who loved to skate at Bryant Park, was doing exactly that late Saturday night when shots rang out at the popular Midtown rink. Witnesses say there was a stampede to escape the gunfire, but no such cover for Mera. Earlier, he had cheerfully posted on his Facebook page, quote, "Like my status if you're going to Bryant Park," never anticipating the violence to follow.
All of a sudden you hear bop, 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 3 shots, and you hear over the radios of the employees, shots fired, shots fired.
People were pushing each other. Somebody kicked somebody to get out the way. It was very intimidating. It was an intimidating experience.
Sources tell Eyewitness News Mera was not the intended target. Police believe the gunman was actually after a 20-year-old named Javier Contreras, and that the thug used a gun to settle their dispute over a coat. Contreras was also shot and taken to Bellevue. He is expected to survive. As for the 14-year-old, Mera's family left the hospital tonight demanding justice and promising to speak tomorrow.
Is he okay? Is he? Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Mera's family expected to speak on his condition tomorrow. Again, we have 2 men shot and 1 teenager charged with attempted murder. All this over a coat. We're live in Midtown tonight. Lucy Yang, Channel 7. Eyewitness
Okay,
News.
so you guys just watched a news clip, and for a 14-year-old boy to be doing nothing more than what he loves, to skate, and now they're saying that this young kid is paralyzed from this shooting. You know, this whole thing is just evil. All this over a $600 jacket, and to be honest with you, the jacket looks like you can get it for $59.99 at Burlington. It's like people are still out here jacking folks for jackets and shoes. I thought that was the thing in the 90s. I remember when folks used to do the whole starter jacket jacks and the, stealing Jordans from people. I remember watching a dude one time. I was in downtown St. Paul, and we were in the Skyway, so we're probably like 13, 14. And this dude had on a starter jacket, he had on some nice shoes, and he literally got jumped by 5 guys. They took his coat, they took his shoes, and they ran. I mean, it was just sad. And then when we got down to the bus stop, this poor kid was at the bus stop, and this is in the middle of winter in Minnesota. He has on no coat, no shoes. He's shivering, he's crying, and everybody felt bad for him, but it's like, what can you do? It's like, damn, thank God you weren't shot. It's sad that people have a mentality that it's okay for them to go out here and take other people's things. If somebody works hard for their items or somebody's parent buys them something, who the fuck are you to think that you can just come up to somebody and just rob them of their goods or their possessions? Won't you go out and go get a job? I swear, stick-up kids are some of the most irritating people that walk this earth. The fact that they have this sense of entitlement that they're entitled to other people's shit. How dare you walk up to somebody and tell them to give you their $600 coat? No, dude, go out and go get a job and go get your own damn coat. Now, this man's been shot. This 14-year-old kid is paralyzed, and all this because of a damn coat? If this ain't some nutty-ass shit, I don't know what is. I also want to go ahead and play you guys this other video. Alicia Morrison sent this to me. The news is now focusing on this whole hit list thing, and I just think it's important to include this in the video because the hit list is coming back. You know what I'm saying? That it may not, back when we was growing up, it was the starter jackets. Now you got folks out here apple picking and, you know, beating folks up for Beats by Dre. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys this news clip, and then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Hit list, because these are so coveted. They're high-end items that people, usually teens, will do anything for. They'll steal, they'll beat, including killing them. We're going to take a look at what happened at Bryant Park over the weekend, right? This time it was an innocent 14-year-old who was skating that night, who got shot in the back and is now paralyzed. The whole standoff started over a coat. The coat is known as a Biggie. It's a $600 ski parka. One of the teens wanted one of these jackets. The other guy refused to give it up. The thief ended up firing off 3 shots into the ground. Joining me now to break it all down and explain this killer culture and the hit list is Sean Malcolm, editor of King Magazine, writer for XXL. It's crazy. It's shocking, especially when it happens in Midtown on a weekend night. Yeah. But this certainly isn't anything so new, is it?
This is nothing new, unfortunately. This has been going on. There's been a culture that's been going on since the 80s. We could go back to 8-ball jackets. We could go back to starter jackets.
It was chain snatching, right? Like chain snatching in the subways, and,
right.
and most recently apple picking,
yeah,
because
exactly.
the phones are worth, you know, $500, $600, $700.
Yeah, I thought that this culture died out, but it's still around. Like,
do you think it's really celebrity driven? Because we see so many items, and I want to take a look at some of them. Let's go ahead and put up the sneakers that we have. We have the LeBrons. We've got the Air Jordans. We also have, and these sneakers go, you know, $250, $300
yeah, and
more when you start to get the really super crazy custom ones.
And people are actually waiting on lines for days on end for these. I remember there was something last summer. Well, actually this summer that just passed, that some reissues of Jordans came out in Houston, and you know, people that was like trying to get those Jordans,
right,
they were just waiting for people to buy them so they could just stick them up.
Well, and now let's take a look at some of the video, because you bring up a very interesting point. They don't necessarily want to wait in the line, so go ahead and let's pull down the video that we have from surveillance camera and also online. Here you can see this is a beatdown going on in the Bronx. This is over a pair of Beats by Dr. Dre, and one guy throws another onto the subway tracks. This is crazy. And then he comes back with a bottle and slashes him in the neck. He's got, I mean, he almost killed him right on the tracks there. Another one, we've got surveillance video that happened from inside a housing project where 3 teens jump another one who has sneakers and sunglasses that they're looking for. It is shocking to see this up close like this.
It very much is. I'm looking at it right now and I'm just surprised and appalled that this is going on. Do parents, should they even be giving their kids money for things like this? I mean, they're so coveted. It's almost like you need to like buy at your own risk nowadays. This has been, like, again, this has been going on since 8-ball jackets, starter jackets. I've been a victim of one in the 90s when I was in junior high school. You said you were assaulted. You were mugged. Yeah, I was assaulted. I was mugged for a starter hat in 92, 93 or something like that, because those were so coveted at that time. So we're talking about the Beats by Dr. Dre. We've got some pictures of those as well. These are the things that the kids want to plug into their iPod, into their MP3. They're big ticket items. Those are the Beats, whether they're the ones that are the buds or the ones that are over the ear. It's all incredibly crazy, but people are going to continue to wear these things. Oh, they're going to continue to wear them because they see it advertised in either hip-hop culture or just celebrities. We have Cartier glasses that Kanye West is sporting. They're like $1,200 Cartier glasses. The more expensive, the more expensive it is, the more they want to have them. The more coveted it is. And the more coveted it is, and it's like, you know, thank you for bringing it home on the hit list for us. Thank you so much for being here. No problem.
Okay, so you guys just watched that news clip, and like I said, the whole situation is just sad. And to see Corey Denton walk out of the police station with that fucking grin on his face, like what he did was a good thing, is just really, really insane. Because you done paralyzed somebody, you done shot somebody else, and to see that he has absolutely no remorse is just disgusting to me. He definitely needs to be locked up for a long time. This was just so unnecessary. All this over a coat. You know, like I said, we just have to start doing better as people. No material possessions out here should trump a human life. You know, he really could have killed somebody when he was out there shooting wildly. There were kids out there, there were old people, there were babies out there. Those bullets could have killed anyone. You know, and it's just sad that people just have no regards for life and that people are willing to take your life over something as petty as a fucking coat and a pair of shoes or a pair of earphones. You know, it's just disgusting. So anyways, you guys, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the entire situation. All right. Deuces.